Val de Vie Estate won the International Property Award for Safest House in South Africa for its Polo House. Ryk Neethling, Marketing Director of Val de Vie, joins us now for more from our Cape Town studios. Good to have you with us this morning, Ryk. One would think that we would touch on swimming, maybe later in the conversation. But first up, let's touch on this award, the kind of value add that it gives to Val de Vie Estate. Maybe if you can unpack this for us, for some of those who aren't familiar with this estate.
Yes, it's a wine and polo estate in the Cape Winelands, and by far the most important decision when people come and buy with us is security. So we are extremely excited about this award. We were hoping to have the safest house in the world, but unfortunately it's just the safest in Africa, and I think it's just a feather in our cap with all the hard work, and it really shows why the sales have been so incredible. We pretty much sold out. We've bought another 400 hectares to expand, and we see a lot of people from Gauteng moving down, and we're super excited about it.
Right, before we start talking about the sales that you've made in this particular estate, let's talk about the safety features. I was reading through one of them, 43 military spec infrared thermal cameras that read heat signatures in the dark. This is just one of the features there. Perhaps talk us through some of these. What exactly does this estate offer?
Yes, the thermal technology is something that I think there's only 2 estates in the world that have it. In the Western Cape with mist and smoke, sometimes when you have intruders, you can't find them, and this has been very successful so far, the thermal cameras. We've also upgraded the security features. We don't always announce all the features that we have, but we also work in the community with our own intelligence. We work with all the other wine farms. About a year and a half ago, we had a very big fire where the security also helped to combat the fire. So it's not just the guarding, and I think what we're also very proud of is that it's all behind the scenes. It's not these features are not really what the residents see. Like, it doesn't feel like you live in a jail, but it's super effective.
All of this must surely come with a hefty price tag, Ryk. Maybe if you can give us a number as to how much exactly has been invested into these security features?
Well, we spent about 400 million rand before the first house was built on the estate. That's just for all the services, for the security. We recently did an upgrade of with the thermal cameras, and that was close to 15 million rand. But because we have close to 500 homes on the estate, we've got great like economies of scale, and the levies, including all the sports facilities that the homeowners can use, is about 2,500 rand a month. So it's very affordable, and like I said, it's really working for us, and we look to continue that.
So 500 homes that you have there, you said this is quite affordable. What do you mean by affordable? Is this open to only people who are looked as being the popular and the rich, or is this affordable for your middle or lower income residents there, Ryk?
We've got a number of different products. So the entry level is at the moment for a completed home. Just over, it's about 100 square meters. You can buy into Val de Vie for 1.8 million rand. Like I said, the levies, for what you get, compared to some other estates, is very affordable at 2,500 rand. And then the most expensive house, we've got 2 farms in the estate as well. 2 working wine farms. The one farm was sold last year for in excess of 20 million rand. So there's a lot of different products. Obviously, it's a bit more luxury, but the different products also works for us because we see a big trend of people wanting to scale down a little bit. Maybe the kids have left the house and they want to downscale, and those other products are also very popular.
And just on that, Ryk, the amount of interest, where is some of it coming from? Are you getting a lot more international investors wanting to purchase properties here?
We see international interest, but I think there's a lot of uncertainty, with the overseas, investors. They're not quite sure what's going to happen with, with land rights, for overseas buyers. By far, the majority of our buyers come from Gauteng. I don't know exactly how many families are moving down every month. I've heard, between 30 and 80 families, every month that are moving down. And that's really our market, is people that want to make a lifestyle change. The schools in the area are very good. The security is good, and the people, they commute up to Gauteng, or they move their businesses down. So we see more people from Durban, and also people moving from the Atlantic seaboard. So it's a lifestyle change for them, and we really don't see that change changing anytime soon.
Ryk, when a lot of people hear your name, we automatically think of swimming. So how did you make the transition from being an Olympic icon to investing in property, or being involved in the property sector?
Yeah, so I studied overseas. I got my degree in industrial psychology at the University of Arizona, and then I quit swimming for almost 2 years after the 2000 Olympics, and I was working full-time in commercial real estate development in Arizona and also in California. So I got some work experience. And then in 2004, my life changed forever when we won the gold medal. And then when I retired in 2008, I, by chance, just landed at this beautiful place called Val de Vie. And as soon as I got there, I just fell in love with it. And I moved down a couple of years ago and became a shareholder. And every morning I wake up, like living my absolute passion. So it's my second life. In my previous life, I was a swimmer, but I really love what I do now.
Well, we certainly wish you all the best in your endeavors, and congratulations again to you and Val de Vie for winning that award. Well, thanks to Ryk Neethling, who is the marketing director of Val de Vie Estate.